Welcome back to Masculine Scrapping. Today we're going to be working on putting together some pages that were from a road trip to Tulsa. I was part of a conference planning trip and needed to find some locations for us to do some things. So I went up there for the day, and as you can tell, it was raining. So many of the items on this page were created on my Cricut with Cricut Design Studio. So I kind of put some things together, car, created those words and the map or the outline of Oklahoma, this universe, and then also cut this out. And you'll notice this is actually written with a pen, so I used the pen function of the Cricut machine, and then I did a hand border on it to give it a little bit more dimension. The center of the universe piece, there's this place where if you stand, you can see right here, if you stand right there and you talk, this echo comes back to you. So it's pretty cool. They call it center of the universe. If you're nearby, it's worth stopping at. I would not drive all the way to Tulsa just to see that. Actually, what I'm doing in the next spread, I would say drive all the way to Tulsa for. This sticker, I got a bunch of these stickers from the Oklahoma Department of Tourism. I think they're pretty cool, and so you'll see a couple of these in my spreads also during this year. So let's get together, starting to put this together. I'm going to keep this border pretty straight. You know me, if you've watched some other videos, I like to tear a lot of those, but this page is very linear. You can see all the lines there, and I think if I tear it, it will just look weird. So I'm just creating a little bit of interest here to get that going. And I do want to put this sticker right here, so I'm going to move this up a bit. As a border piece, it will not be centered. I will have to say, I think if you're really going to be into scrapbooking, getting a Cricut machine is the way to go. If you're only scrapbooking, I will tell you this, I don't think you need the Cricut Maker. I mean, it'd be nice, but I have not gone and bought one yet, and I am still able to do everything I want to do for scrapbooking. All right, this is a sticker. So with stickers, you got one shot. If you don't put that down right, it's not going to be good. So I always do them from one side to the other. I'm going to make sure it's going to fit where I want it to, and then put it down and rub it over, just that way you don't get any air bubbles in it. If you try and just plop it down, you could get an air pocket in there. There is a way to solve that. I can actually use this tool from Cricut. It's got a little sharp needle on it. It's really for picking out fine stuff, and I do use it a lot when I'm getting things off of the mat. But you can poke a hole in whatever has an air bubble in, and then gently push the air out. All right, so let's slide this one over here a little bit. And now we'll work on this page. Again, the center of universe, it's downtown Tulsa. If you Google it, Google map it, you will be able to find it. Like I said, I don't know if it's that exciting, but if you're in the area, want something fun to do with the kids, it's worth going to. Just like the last spread, I'm actually going to create a double border. And I've got these two pictures. So this is the building that it's near, and then this is a picture of me standing in the rain. And sometimes I would do something like put it together like that, but I'm going to keep these two pictures separate, but it is kind of showing the height of the space. And I'm going to put these down to help highlight the height by using all 12 inches of the spread will make it look like it's tall. It'll feel that way, kind of a forced perspective. Now, I need to make sure I'm getting this in a good spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the mat here, and I am going to move this paper. Let's see, I want that in there. Okay, I'm going to move this paper to right there. So I know that this line right here is where I want to put that piece. It'll help me get it on. So having one of these mats is a great thing. I don't really use it for cutting on because I want to protect it. For me, it's really more about using it for measurement and making sure things are square. So there we go. So I'm just using that point. Make sure it's straight. There we go. and now the two photographs. And I'm going to do the bottom one first. And I'm going to make sure that that is completely lined up here at the bottom. Okay, very good. And then the top one. There we go. All right, now I'm bringing these back together just so I can see the placement of these things. There we go. I chose a world map background for this, just to kind of play off of the, oh, this spot is the center of the universe, when we know full well it's not. It's just a phenomenon of echoing, basically the way the buildings were built. So center of the universe. This, by the way, I was talking about this sharp edge tool. This is how I poke out these tiny little holes from the machine. And this was kind of a difficult piece because you can see the spiral here, so it kind of came up. It was pretty difficult to keep that together when I was pulling it off of the page. And by the way, this yellow, just to point out, is matching the yellow in my IKEA umbrella. I don't get paid to say that either, but there we go. Just all right, so there you have it. That is the Tulsa road trip opening pages, and a little stop to the center of the universe in the rain. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys greatly, and I'd love to see your scrapbooking projects. Take care.